Hello neighbor, this is Curt with etrailer, and today we're taking a look at these universal towing mirrors with a single convex lens from K-Source, and we're going to see how it works with our 2024 Nissan Pathfinder. Now, towing mirrors are essential if you want to tow a trailer and remain safe. They're not only going to give you a wider angle to give you a full view up and down your trailer so that you can see where the back end of it is whenever you're reversing. It's also going to allow you to really check out that more elongated blind spot that you're going to have when towing a trailer, and the footprint of your original vehicle could almost be doubled or even tripled at times. So having that big field of vision, just being able to see that much more is going to help you be safe on the road with other drivers as well. So as you can see through the factory mirror, we get a really good line of sight down the vehicle and down the side of the trailer. But it's really difficult to tell where the back end of that trailer is. Moving over here to the convex mirror, we can get a decent angle and see more of where the back of the trailer is, so when we're reversing, that's going to help us out without hitting or colliding into anything. But it's also, in the same lens, going to allow us to really see all the way over into the blind spot when we're traveling down the highway, so that when we're getting over and we have that elongated footprint out there, we can do so safely and avoid other drivers. So the mirrors on your Pathfinder really have a pretty aggressive kind of teardrop shape. It's very wide on the inside, and it tapers pretty aggressively toward the outside. So having two different straps on there that can adjust independently is going to help you get, better around the shape of that. But taking these on and off and fitting them is actually a pretty simple process. So I'll give you a look at that right now. What I'm going to do first is open my ratchets on the back. Just lift this tab up. I could depress this button here. It's going to release the strap and I can loosen it down. Now with it loosened, loosen that a little too much, but now with it loosened, we can kind of take a look at how this mirror is going to work. So there's some hinges on here that's going to let us articulate to the shape of whatever mirror we want, because again, it is a universal mirror. So we've got some hinges here behind the mirror, and we've got a couple more here as well. And that's really just going to help allow us to get around any kind of shape, even one that's got a little bit more of a teardrop shape like this does. So the other thing we've got that's going to help secure it on there are going to be these tabs. Now these are going to go in between the mirror and the mirror housing. And as we tighten our ratchets, these are going to clamp down as well and basically fit around the edge of that mirror a bit more tightly. And it's going to help reduce any kind of slipping back and forth that we might encounter otherwise. So in order to get this on, I'm going to kind of get it in, pretty close to the shape that I need it to be. We're just going to wrap it around the front here. And I am doing so making sure that my tabs again fit around the edge in between the mirror and the housing, just like so. So with my tabs in place, I'm going to hold it here at the top and brace it, come around to the back, and I'm going to start tightening up these ratchet straps. Now as I do that, this rubber pad in the back is going to slip around a little bit. It's got a contour to it. It doesn't really fit the shape of the Pathfinder mirror all that great, but it is going to give us good contact and some pretty good grip. So it's not that it's something that I think isn't going to function. It just doesn't fit it perfectly. So as I'm doing this, my tabs in the front are closing in around the housing. And I'm just going to get this really good and snug on here. So when it comes to universal towing mirrors, there's always some concern with the road vibration that these could kind of slip off, especially with mirrors tapered as much as these are. But because of these tabs that we have going around the housing, and because of that taper, if we try to pull it kind of toward the outer edge, this is about as far as I can get it, and I'm giving it a pretty good tug. That is kind of that extra safety measure that I really love about this style of attachment. These do tend to have a tighter fit than a lot of the mirrors that I've tried on. They're also a bit more secure on here because of those tabs, as far as me being worried about them slipping off. So the fact that I'm going to leave with my towing mirrors and show up with my towing mirrors is obviously a huge plus. The other thing I really like about them is that it's got this big wide lens and a convex mirror. It's really going to give us a really big field of vision. I do like convex mirrors for that, blind spot look and everything, but on the dual lens mirrors, that convex mirror is really small. And with the road vibration and everything, if the purpose of that mirror is to check my blind spot, it's really hard to see what's going on in there because it's so much smaller, because it's really just located on the outside edge of the mirror. Having the full mirror like this in a convex is huge for me, because I could see everything from the back of my trailer all the way another lane and a half over, all in the same big picture. So that's a look at the universal towing mirrors from K-Source with a single convex lens on your 2024 Nissan Pathfinder. And if after watching this video you decide that these are going to be the towing mirrors for you, and you get them and you have the opportunity to use them a few times, please share with us what you think about them in the comments below. We would love to share that experience with other neighbors so they can make the best decision for themselves. Once again, this is Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.